Surinath Pinkagnila comes to Washington State from Hyderabad, India. He is currently a junior majoring in psychology with a double minor in sociology and business administration. He is also gaining a certificate in global leadership. Surinath says the International Student Center at WSU has been a great support system in keeping him involved at Washington State University. He mentions that he'll find himself spending 3 to 4 hours a day at the center. Wanting to be more involved, Surinath mentions that he joined the International Student Council at the beginning of his junior year and will become the vice president next year. His path towards gaining an education at Washington State University hasn't always been an easy one. Surinath talks to me about the struggle he and his family have gone through to get him to where he is today.
Coming to the U.S. is, of course, is really expensive. Out-of-state tuition, I think, is set at $41,000 to $50,000 a year, from the university, and all international students are required to pay international insurance, health insurance, because there is no international insurance program in the U.S. And so the expenses has been a lot. And my dad he used to work 8 hours a day. Now he works almost 12 hours a day. So with that, I'm able to be here and stay here for the full 4 years and get my degree and have everything paid. And I'm really grateful for what my parents are doing. But other than that, it's just been more staying on task, academically, because I know at WSU there's a lot of distractions, and some people, especially domestic students, I feel that they come here for a year and then they end up dropping out because they get too distracted from all the other stuff. But most international students I know, and including myself, I feel that because we're here and there's our parents or our families put a lot down for us to come here, we kind of focus more on being able to graduate on time.
The International Student Center at WSU is here to support students and help them complete their education abroad. Later, I met with Catherine Hellman, the director of the International Student Center, and spoke with her about the struggle for international students to finish college in a 4-year span.
Okay, so for international students, the pressure is really on to perform academically, partly because some come from backgrounds where their parents or their family is funding their study. They may be the only child. They may come from a high-stakes testing background. For a lot of cultures, the emphasis is going to be on the study and not as much on the social integration or the other aspects of college that might be more familiar or important even to some local students.
Catherine told me just a little bit about how the International Student Center and WSU helps support international students to finish their college careers.
International Programs Global Services handles some cultural adjustment at new student orientation as well as immigration issues throughout the year. So each student has an international student advisor along with their academic advisor. Here in the International Programs International Student Center, we also have services, workshops, and events to help integrate international students into the campus and the community.
Washington State University, along with its International Student Center, is doing a lot to support students such as Surinath to help minimize the struggles they and their families face as they study abroad.